Happy and prosperous New Year to everyone. I wish this year should fulfill all the desires, dreams, and happiness in your life. Standard 10th is milestone of the life which opens other door for us. So this is the correct time where you should utilize each and every minute. And to get success, I wish a great success should be waiting for you. So as we scheduled yesterday, let's start today's class. So here, today we'll be solving applications of trigonometry. This is also one of the scoring chapter where you will get straightforward question and you can deal with the solution. Most of the students may be clear with the simple kind of questions. Today, I'm planning to deal with some different kind of questions. I don't know whether ever you practiced or not. So here, so this we call like prove that kind of questions related to trigonometry. So the first question, angle of elevation of top of a tower from 2 points at distance A and B meters away from the base on a straight line are A and B complementary to each other. So this is same question like you are having in your textbook NCERT. The 2 points are there which are at a distance of A and B. The 2 points are there which are at the distance of A and B, and angle between them is complementary. If you recall back, this is the second last question of your textbook where distance is given, I think 4 and 9. We need to find what is the height of the tower. So here we need to prove height of tower is root over AB. This can be even direct MCQ. Here it is given distance between the points are A and B. So 2 points are there which are at a distance of A and B, and angle between them are complementary to each other. If one of the angle is theta, other will be 90 minus theta. As the angles are complementary, so we consider them theta and 90 minus theta. Complementary is a set of angles where the sum is 90. If we consider one angle to be theta, other will be 90 minus theta. So let's move on with the solution. For this kind of questions, you need to write little statements. As solutions are very simple, to get full marks, representation must be there. So you'll be representing like in triangle ABC, theta B or angle C is 90 minus theta, and in triangle ABD, angle D is theta. As it is given, they are complementary to each other. So you can make a statement. So what is given that you need to represent here? In triangle ABC, AB is H, BC, A, and angle C is 90 minus theta. In triangle ABD, here BD we need to represent as AB is already given. BD is B and angle D is theta. To prove and given, C and D are complementary. Okay, this is also one of the given part. Now let's move with the solution here. In triangle ABC, so as we need to make the relation of perpendicular and base, so we'll consider 10. So here you need to find out like which kind of relationship you are making. If it is perpendicular and base, most of the questions will be based on 10 only. So if you have perpendicular and base relation, we'll start out with 10. So there's here in triangle ABC, 10, 90 minus theta. As angle C is 90 minus theta, so I took it 90 minus theta. 10, 90 minus theta is AB upon BC, that is perpendicular upon base. Now 10, 90 minus theta is cot theta. So already most probably all of you are familiar with the formulas. If it is sin 90 minus theta, we'll convert as cos theta. If cos 90 minus theta is there, it will change as sin theta. If 10 90 minus theta is there, it will change as cot theta. Cot will change to 10. If it is sec 90 minus theta, it will change as cosec theta. How these are the formulas, 90 minus theta. Okay, so this was third exercise prior to in the previous textbook. Okay, we have formulas like sin 90 minus theta. Whatever angle we will subtract, that will change as cot theta. Okay, so now it got removed. So this kind of exercise was there, which was third exercise of trigonometry. So we are using that property over here. So now they removed that exercise and directly, once I'll check out whether that is there or not now. So most probably they removed that exercise. So just keep in mind, like if it is 1090 minus theta, first exercise is based on Pythagoras theorem, where we'll be having the trigonometrical relationship. Second is table based. Third is prove that. Okay, one exercise has got removed. So in that exercise, we were having this formula. Okay, 1090 minus theta. So just you remember this relationship. If it is sine cos theta, sine 90 minus theta, it will change as cos theta. If it is 1090 minus theta, will change as cot theta. If it is sec 90 minus theta, will change as cosec theta. So your 1090 minus theta is there, so we'll write it cot theta as 10 changes to cot, is equal to AB is H, BC is A. So this is first equation. Same property we used in exercise last question, second last question. If you remember, like we need to find the distance where it will be 36 something. I'll solve that same question with this formula only, okay? Though this is not there in syllabus, but we use it. Now in triangle ABD, 10 theta. So before it was 1090 minus theta. Now it is only theta. So in triangle ABD, 10 theta is AB upon base. Here the base is BD. AB upon BD. Now the value of AB is H, BD is B. This is our second equation. The next step, multiply equation 1 and 2. If you multiply these equations, first equation was cot theta, multiply by 10 theta. And we had H upon A to be multiplied by H upon B. So have the cross multiplication here. 10 and cot are reciprocal to each other, so they get cancelled. Thus its value will be 1. H multiplied by H is H square upon AB. Now have cross multiplication. H square is equal to AB. Thus H is root over AB. So this is the value how we can calculate. So same question here they can ask in the form of MCQ or with the value which is there in your textbook exercise, NCERT textbook. If you open out your exercise, you can get the last question. Okay, there in the last question, here it is given the highway leads to the foot of the tower. 1 minute only. Let me search that question in your textbook where you are having same kind of question. Okay, this kind of one question was there. I think they removed that question also, as this is not in the syllabus. Remember these formulas. If it is asked, you can use it. Now the next question, a bridge. If the angle of elevation of cloud from a point h above the lake has alpha. So here h meter above the lake. So your lake is h. An angle h meter above the lake is alpha. So there is a cloud which is h meter above the lake. Angle is alpha and the angle of depression of its reflection in the lake is beta. So this is lake. If we see the reflection of this cloud, angle of depression is beta. So how we use angle of elevation and depression? So whenever you draw angle of elevation, that will be drawn from base directly. For angle of depression means one is seeing from the height to the bottom. So in that case, I will rotate downward. So this will be angle of depression. It's given angle of depression is beta. So as it is difficult to calculate downward, so we'll take alternate angle of that. So here alternate angle of this beta is this base angle. So we'll consider this to be beta. Height of the cloud from the surface h meter above was given. So this is h. If I'll consider, let the height of the cloud to be x. Shadow is being formed here. So this is the complete length from shadow to surface. So it is x plus h. So this point will be like this, perpendicular will be x plus h. Is it clear how we got h plus x? Is it clear how we got h plus x? So first, this is h, cloud is x meter above. So both are being added and समझ नहीं आया? देखो यहाँ पे क्या दिया है कि cloud is at the height of h meter from the surface of water. Here a lake is there. लेक से h मीटर के हाइट पे क्लाउड है. h मीटर के हाइट से वो लोग एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन देख रहे हैं. ओके, once again I'm reading the question. If the angle of elevation of a cloud from a point h meter above a lake has measure alpha. So here h meter above the lake, cloud is making an angle of elevation alpha. So this is h above. Clear? तो ये वाला हमको दिया नहीं था. This was given h meter. So this I consider, let it be x. So as the shadow is being formed inside the water, तो ये पूरे का नीचे shadow बनेगा. So this is x plus h. So this will be x plus h. So here the shadow is being formed. Angle of depression of a shadow is beta. So this is given beta. So in this way, it's difficult to calculate. So we'll consider beta to be like alternate angle. This will be beta, so that you can calculate triangle. Okay. So here this complete height is 2 times h is there, 1 x is there. So this is completely 2h plus x. Let's consider this to be y, or okay, if I label it A, B, C, D, E. Now let's have the labeling. We need to prove that height of the cloud. So here this height of the cloud, this x we need to, height of the cloud above the lake we need to prove. Okay. So prove that x plus h, height of the cloud above the lake is h 10 beta plus 10 alpha whole divided by 10 beta minus 10 alpha. So this kind of questions seems to be a little typical, but when we solve them, in real sense they are very simple only. So how we are going to start out? So first we'll start triangles one by one. So here one of the triangle is ABC, another triangle is ADE. So we'll start our solution from there. So let's start. In triangle ABC, here it is beta. So 10 beta is equal to perpendicular upon base, that is AB upon BC. Here perpendicular is 2h plus x. 2h plus x. Base is BC. We can find out the value of BC. Therefore, BC is exchanging them, bringing 10 beta to denominator and BC to in place of 10 beta. So it's 2h plus x upon 10 beta. Let it be first equation. Now 10 alpha. So 10 alpha is in triangle ADE. In triangle ADE, 10 alpha value, 10 alpha is perpendicular ED upon AD. Okay, now 10 alpha ED is x, value of AD which is equal to BC. Here we can write AD is equal to BC. So I am replacing AD with BC. Now again we'll have exchange, shift BC in place of 10 alpha and shift 10 alpha to denominator. So BC is equal to x upon 10 alpha. This is second equation. If you compare both the equations, equation 1 and 2 both are equal to BC. So we'll compare the right hand side part. So thus 2h plus x upon 10 beta is equal to x upon 10 alpha. Is it clear up to here? Is it clear? Shall I move? Or you want me to repeat? Vivek, you want me to repeat? Clear? मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा. Repeat करना है? समझ में आ गया. Say okay if you understood. Okay. So now we'll be comparing these two. As a place is not there, I'm turning out the page. So I'll repeat this equation once again. So here it is given 2h plus x upon 10 beta is equal to x upon 10 alpha. Now exchange them, shift 10 alpha to numerator and this number to denominator. When we exchange the numbers in that way, we call it as alternando. We alternated. Okay. So this we call alternando. 10 alpha upon 10 beta is equal to x upon 2h plus x. This we did alternando. We alternated that. Now coming to the next step. If you see the question, here it is given 10 beta minus 10 alpha. In proof, it was 10 beta minus 10 alpha. So here, 10 beta minus 10 alpha. But here we are having 10 alpha upon 10 beta. Again, we'll reciprocal them. So 10 beta upon 10 alpha is equal to 2h plus x upon x. Now the next step is called componendo dividendo. Means once we will add the values, once we will subtract them. So 10 beta plus 10 alpha, adding numerator and denominator, then subtracting them. 10 beta minus 10 alpha. And the same way 2h plus x, numerator plus denominator, 2h plus x minus x. Once we added them, once we subtracted them. So here x got cancelled. 2 times h and 2 times x is there. We can take 2 common. So it's 2h plus x divided by 2h. This 2 will get cancelled. It's 10 beta plus 10 alpha upon 10 beta minus 10 alpha. Now have cross multiplication. Now h plus x is equal to, shifting this h in multiplication. So it's h overall 10 beta plus 10 alpha upon 10 beta minus 10 alpha. So this we need to prove height of the cloud. So this we got. So this kind of few questions are there which sometimes they may ask. So if you are ready with that, it will be beneficial to you. Is it clear? Or you want me to repeat it again? Is it clear? Okay. Now the next question, a bridge across the valley is h meter long. So your question is in this way. If it is bridge and there is a valley, okay, bridge is h meter long. Bridge across the valley is h meter long. There is a temple in the valley directly below the bridge. So here there is a temple, okay, directly below the valley, and angles made by the temple from two ends of the bridge are alpha and beta. So one of the angle is given alpha, the next angle is given beta. We need to prove that height of the bridge above the temple. So this height we need to prove. Height of the bridge is a bridge across the valley is h meter long. So bridge is h meter long is given. So this value is given h meter long. Complete is given h. So this will consider something else. Let it be x. So we need to prove that height of the bridge is h 10 alpha dot 10 beta whole divided by 10 alpha plus 10 beta. So this we need to prove. So again in the same way we are going to start. First label the triangle. So here if we consider AD as H, so DC will be AB minus H, or we can add both to make H. Okay. So let's start the solution for this. So here once again I need to draw the diagram instead of turning again and again. So here the triangle valley is there where the temple is there. One is alpha, other is beta. Complete height is given. Complete length of the bridge is H. So consider this to be X. Then labeling the triangle. Here we need to prove X is equal to H 10 alpha dot 10 beta whole divided by 10 alpha plus 10 beta. So this we need to prove. Now we'll start out with the triangle. In triangle ABD, ABD 10 alpha. So 10 alpha, ABD 10 beta is there. 10 beta is perpendicular upon base. Calculate the value of AD, shifting AD to place of 10 beta. AD is BD upon 10 beta. So let this be first equation. Now in triangle BCD, next triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, 10 alpha is perpendicular upon base DC. Again calculate the value of DC. DC is BD upon 10 alpha. So this is second equation. Now we got two equations. We need to find the height of bridge. So we'll add both the equations. If we add both, we'll be getting height of bridge. So H is equal to AD plus CD. Now replace their values. AD was BD upon 10 beta plus DC was BD upon 10 alpha. Now in both of them BD is there. We can take BD common. So it's 1 upon 10 beta plus 1 upon 10 alpha. Now we are having LCM and cross multiplication. BD is nothing but H. Replace it with H. If we take LCM, 10 alpha and 10 beta will be LCM. So 10 alpha will multiply with 1. So it's 10 alpha. If we multiply beta with 1, so it's 10 beta. This only we need to prove. So here we calculated. Okay, BD was X. So replace this by X. We need to find the value of X, not the H. So again we'll have cross multiplication. So here X is equal to multiplying this denominator with H. H 10 alpha 10 beta upon 10 alpha plus 10 beta. Is it clear? Vivek, is it clear? Okay. Should I continue with few questions of this time? If this chapter is clear to you? Huh. If this chapter is clear to you, okay, already we covered one more question. So I'll send you a few more questions. You try. If you're not getting, I'll explain you that. So prior to that, I'll be giving one question. You just solve it and say, the shadow of the tower is 27 meter. So can you read this question? So once you try to read it. Question number 9. Shadow of the tower is 27 meter when the angle of elevation of the sun has 30. When the angle of elevation of the sun has 30. When the angle of elevation of the sun has measure 60. Find the length of the shadow. So this I want to see whether you can solve or not. Shadow of the sun is 27. Shadow of the tower is 27 when angle is 30. When angle of elevation of the sun is 60, find the shadow. So I'll draw a diagram for you to have easy understanding. So the shadow of the sun, shadow will form on the base. Its length of the shadow is 27 meter. When angle was 30. Find the length of the shadow when angle is 60. What is the length of the shadow? So this is question mark. Will you try this by your own or you want me to explain? Will you solve it by your own? No response? Okay. Okay. Do it fast. Question is quite easy. You can solve it. Do it fast. So with this first given triangle, we'll be calculating H. So for this kind of questions, always have the labeling first. 1030, that is in triangle ABC. 1030 perpendicular AB upon base BC. 1030 value 1 by root 3. AB upon BC 27. So we'll have cross multiplication. AB is equal to 27 upon root 3. Now rationalize it, multiplying root 3 to numerator and denominator. So it's 27 root 3 by 3. 27 root 3. So yeah, it will get cancelled. So it's 9 root 3. You give final answer or height? Okay, BC you calculated. BC already given. No? BC is given 27. Okay, here BC value is given. We calculated AB. Now again we'll start out with the triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, 1060 is AB upon BD. 1060 value is root 3. AB, we calculated 9 root 3. We need to find BD. So root 3 will get cancelled. Have cross multiplication. BD is 9. We need to find out what is the shadow when the angle changes to 60. When the angle changes to 60, shadow is 9. Is it clear? Vivek, is it clear? Vivek, no response. Can you hear me? Okay, now coming to the next question. Here, this kind of questions are very important for board exams. Statue 1.46 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. So pedestal is a stand or the base on which some statues are kept. So here there is a pedestal. On the pedestal there is 1.46 meter tall statue is there. So this statue measurement is 1.46 meter. Now further it is given, from the point on the ground, angle of elevation of top of the statue. From the point on the ground, angle of elevation of top of the statue. Top of the statue is given 60. So here from the ground, top of the statue is 60 degree, and from the same point, the angle of elevation of top of the pedestal. So here from the same point, top of the pedestal. So here the angle got reduced is 45. Previous का आंसर क्या था? 9. तुम्हारा क्या आया आंसर? एक और बार समझाऊं क्या? क्या आंसर आया तुमको? जल्दी बताओ. अच्छा सेम आया ना, ठीक है. चलो अब यहाँ पे क्या दिया है कि देयर इज अ पेडेस्टल ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द पेडेस्टल 1.46 मीटर टॉल. हाँ 1.46 meter tall statue is there. From a point on the ground, angle 60. Okay, Arnab. Happy New Year, Arnab. Here we covered few questions related to prove that, and we shifted to the simple questions here. You need to see it. Like we already covered few questions which are quite different and important for the CBSE exam. Prior to 2 to 3 years back, they used to ask those kind of questions. So here the present question which I am solving. Here it is given. A statue of 1.46 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. So there is a pedestal. On the top of the pedestal, there is 1.46 meter tall. Have solved up to 200 questions of. No, these are not related to trigonometry. Okay, these questions are applications of trigonometry. So in that chapter also we have few questions prove that type. Okay, in trigonometry anyhow you are having. Trigonometry need lot of practice. Unless you solve questions, maximum questions has to be practiced. If you solve many questions, then only you get confidence in that. Okay, so it's nice like you did. So these are few questions like applications of trigonometry. I covered few questions. I'll show you here. So once you see the video back, like if you're getting it's well and good, or otherwise if you join the next class, I'll explain. So these are all questions from applications of trigonometry, not from the trigonometry. So at present I'm in this question. Let me complete this. So here a pedestal is there which is 1.46. जब BC 27 है तो BD 9 कैसे हो सकता है? हाँ ओके, नाइस क्वेश्चन. BD 27 है तो BC 27 है. एक बार मैं क्वेश्चन वापस देख ले रही हूँ. सो लेट मी सी दैट क्वेश्चन. एक मिनट. हाँ, द शैडो ऑफ द टावर इज 27 meter when the angle of elevation of the sun has the measure 30. ओके, यहाँ पे देखो व्हाट आई मेड. ये एंगल मुझे यहाँ पे होना चाहिए था ना 30 और यहाँ पे 60. So very often we make this kind of question, mistakes. So whenever you draw a diagram, be clear, like here we are making the thinner angle. Here the angle is little fattier. So value of this angle will be smaller. As we move back, angle got reduced. So this angle will be 30 and this will be 60. Okay. Nice. Very good, Vivek. Okay, you pointed that. Thank you. So in triangle ABD, first it was given shadow is 27 when the angle of elevation is 30. So this complete is 30. We need to find this. Now our solution is correct. Okay, only the diagram we need to change. Is it clear? Good. If such kind of concentration will be there, teacher will feel very happy, like the students are very attentive, they are attending carefully. Okay, just you change the diagram where we get the correct answer. Okay, so this diagram is wrong. Okay, now coming to the next question. Here a pedestal is there. On the top of the pedestal there is a statue of 1.46 meter tall. To the top of the statue angle is 60 and to the top of the pedestal angle is 45. We need to find what is the height of the pedestal. So this kind of questions are very easy. Simply we can solve them. So first one, let this be h, this be x, and have the labeling. In triangle ACD, 10 ACD complete 1060. 1060 is 1.46 plus h upon x. 1060, it's root 3, 1.46 plus h upon x. Have the cross multiplication. H plus 1.46 is root 3x. So h is root 3x minus 1.46. Now starting with the smaller triangle. In triangle BCD, 1045 is equal to h upon x. 1045 is 1. So h is equal to x. We got the value of h as x. So this, as we need to find height of the pedestal, so we'll replace x with h. So replace x with h, root 3h minus 1.46. Now exchange them. So you are shifting 1.46 that side. So root 3h minus h is 1.46. Now we can take h common. So it's root 3 minus 1 is equal to 1.46. Thus h will be 1.46 upon root 3 minus 1. Now rationalize and find out answer. So as you are clear with the concept, so this part you can do by your own. Shall I give few questions? Will you solve it by your own? And say answer to me. Will you solve it? Vivek, will you solve it? So here, two pillars of equal height stand on a road 100 meter. Check it whether you can read or not. So once we check it, this question, two pillars. Okay, it's invisible. Can you see it? This one, two pillars of equal height. Is it clear? Not. Okay. Question number 14. Question number 14. Two pillars of equal height stand on either side of the road. Two pillars of equal height stand on either side of the road, which is 100 meter wide. Road is 100 meter wide. Angle of elevation of top of the pillars 60 and 30. At a point between the pillars, So on the road there is a point, and from that point angle of elevation is 60 and 30. Find the position of the point from nearest end of the pillar and height of the pillar. So I will draw the diagram for you. You try for the solution. So here two pillars are there which are of same height, and somewhere a point is there. Angle of elevation from that point is 60 and 30. Here also you need to carefully take the angles by using the property angle opposite to greater side is greater. Okay, so here both the pillars are of same side, so it doesn't matter like which angle we are considering 30 and which to be 60, as two angles are there. Otherwise whatever the taller one will be there you need to take out greater angle. So here the two angles are there which are of measurement 30 and 60. Complete distance is 100. Height of the pillars are same, so we consider them h. Will you solve or you want me to provide hint? Will you solve it or you want me to provide hint? Question again. Okay. So here it is given two pillars are there which are of two pillars are there which are of the same height, and they are separated by a road. They are on the opposite side of road. So this is road. Measurement of road is given 100 meter. Okay. From a point in between the pillars, that is on the road, the pillars make the angle 30 and 60. We need to find what is the distance of the point from both the pillars. So this also to be calculated, this also to be calculated along with that height of the pillar. Okay. Clear now? Arnab, are you there or you left? No response I'm getting from you. Will you try this or you want me to explain? Simple only, you need to find out both the triangles value. Arnab, if you want to attend my class, you have to be on time. So I need to leave class at most by 5:45. So here two pillars are there. So those who completed, please verify it. Two pillars are there of same height h, and angle is 30 and 60. So let this be x. So this will be 100 minus x. Consider any of the triangle like A, B, C, D, E. In triangle ABC, tan 30 is h upon x. Value of tan 30, it's 1 by root 3 h upon x. Having cross multiplication, x is root 3 h. So this is the first equation. Let's start with another triangle. In triangle DCE, tan 60, it's h upon 100 minus x. Tan 60 is root 3 h upon 100 minus x can be replaced by root 3 h. Now having multiplication, so h is equal to 100 root 3 minus root 3 is 3h. Now shifting root 3 towards right, 3h towards right. So h plus 3h is 4h, is 100 root 3. So thus h is 25 root 3. So this we got the height of the pillar. Now put out this value. So x is root 3 h. Root 3 multiplied by 25 root 3. So this is 25 multiplied by 3 is 75. If one of the distance like BC is 75, so CE will be 25. So 3 solutions we need to represent. So finally 3 answers are there. Time management is very important. You have to be a little quicker. Very good. Those who got correct answer. Now the next question, one more question. A man on the top of a vertical tower, observes a car moving at uniform speed directly towards it. So this is there in same NCERT textbook also. A man on the top of a vertical tower. So here a man is standing, okay, and he is observing a car which is moving towards the tower. If it takes 12 minutes for angle of depression to change its measure from 30 to 45. So here again 30 and 45 is there. I told you very clearly, like when we draw two angles, smaller to be taken farther away and bigger will come closer to the perpendicular. So here it takes 12 minutes to cover this distance. So this time is given instead of distance. Now further the question is like how much time it will take to reach the base. So this time we need to find out. So here the next part of the question. Once again I'm reading. A man on the top of a vertical tower observes a car moving at uniform speed coming directly towards it. If it takes 12 minutes for the angle of depression to change its measure from 30 to 45, how soon after this will this car reach to tower? So this time interval we need to find out. Let the tower height be h and this be x and whole be y. Okay. So here we need to, as no measurements are given, only time is given. So we'll consider all the values. So here I'm doing directly instead of taking the angle name and all. You need to write down all the labelings. 1045 is h upon x. 1045 is 1. Thus it is h upon x. Having cross multiplication, h is x. Let this be first equation. Now 1030 is h upon y, as the complete base is y. 1030, it's 1 by root 3 h upon y. Having again multiplication, so y is root 3 h. We got two values here. We got the value of x also, we got the value of y also. Now, if we subtract them, we get the interval. Okay, to find out this, like what is the distance, we need to subtract the value of y and x. So here for the next part, I'll be taking the distance as AB. Okay, AB is y minus x. Y we got root 3 h and x was h. Taking h common, so it's root 3 minus 1. Till here, we calculated as per distance. For this kind of question, as the time is given, we will follow unitary method. Now distance, time. To cover distance of, so here it took 12 minutes to cover this distance. Okay, and this distance was y minus x. So here to cover y minus x distance, it took 12 minutes. Now to cover x distance, how much time is needed? We need to find like at what interval it will reach to foot of the tower. So x distance, how much time will be taken? So what was the value of y minus x? We got it, h root 3 minus 1. So here we'll have cross multiplication. So writing again h root 3 minus 1, and x was nothing but h. As x and h both were equal, here it is 12, this is question mark. So we'll have cross multiplication, 12h. Okay, this we are calculating time. So time is equal to 12 multiplied by h divided by h root 3 minus 1. So h will get cancelled. Now having rationalization, root 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1. So it's a 12 root 3 plus 1. Root 3 square is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So it got cancelled. 6. So finally it will take 6 root 3 plus 1 minutes to reach till the foot of the tower. So same kind of question was there in your textbook, and there they have given it takes, okay, straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. A man is standing on the top of a tower. A car at the angle of depression 30, which approaches to the foot of the tower with uniform speed. It takes 6 seconds later, the angle of depression was found to be 60. Okay, there the little change was there in the question. In the textbook, same kind of question was there. So now I'm solving NCERT textbook question. So might be you did many times that one. So there the two angles were given, 30 and 60. So this will be 30, this will be 60. And it is given uniform speed, 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car found to be 60. So this is given 6 seconds. We need to find how much time it will take to reach the tower. Same variety of question is there. So again we'll consider this part to be x, the whole part to be y, height to be h. So 1060 is h upon x. 1060 is root 3 h upon x. Having cross multiplication, h is root 3x. Now 1030. 1030 is h upon y. Complete is y. 1030, 1 by root 3 h upon y. So y is root 3h. Now we need to calculate this value, which is y minus x. So if I'll consider this to be AB, AB is y minus x. So we need to find the value of x. X is h upon root 3. So y is root 3h minus h upon root 3. Having LCM root 3 multiplied by root 3 is 3, 3h minus h. So it's 2h upon root 3. Now we need to follow out unitary method. Distance, time. It covers 2h upon root 3 meter distance in 6 seconds. So in how much time it will cover x? That is, we need to find the value of x. X is h root 3. What will be the time taken to cover h upon root 3? Having cross multiplication, 6h upon root 3, and this will be in denominator. So we'll reciprocal it. Multiply by root 3 upon 2h. Is it clear this step? Both we are dividing. So these two I multiplied. 6h upon root 3, and this will be in division where the question mark is there. So we need to reciprocal it. So root 3 by 2h. Root 3 got cancelled. H got cancelled. 2 3s are. So answer is 3 seconds. So same kind of question. So whenever you get the question like speed and distance, so you need to find out like how much time it will take. Don't consider, many students make mistake where they'll consider this to be base and they solve the solution. Okay, so instead of that, all that to be things to be done, and finally unitary method to be followed. Okay, so as the time is getting over, so only a few more minutes are there. I'll give one MCQ to solve. So 5 more minutes I'll be taking class and I'll wind it up. Arnam, yesterday you told like you have few difficulties. I haven't received any pics from you. Are you still there or left? Said like you have few difficulties in circus chapter. Okay, one MCQ to you. When the length of the shadow of the pole is equal to height of the pole, when the length of the shadow is equal to height of the pole, then the angle of elevation of the source of light. Very simple question. Repeating once again. When the length of the shadow is equal to height of the pole, these two are equal. What is the angle of elevation? So what is theta? Can you say it quickly? Your countdown starts now. I'll count 5. Answer must be there. Got. Very good. Nice. 45. As both are equal, 10, 45 is 1. Got it. Very good. Nice. Vivek, very good. Okay, now one more question. So when you start giving answer, I love to continue class, but there is a time bondage. I need to leave. What do you want me for tomorrow? The same chapter to be continued or anything else? I'll send pic of these questions which I'm having in my textbook. Okay. So both of you solve it. If you get it's well and good. Then tomorrow's class, once we will rectify answers. I'll say the answers, have the correction of that. So yeah, giving one more MCQ. So this is the last question of today's class. A ratio of height of the tower and the length of the shadow is 1 root 3. Ratio is given. Height of the tower and shadow. It's 1 ratio root 3. Now find theta. Say it fast. Again counting 5. 1, 2. Very nice. Again got the answer. 30. Good. So here, just we need to find out the ratio and we'll tally out like theta's value. What will be that? Okay, asking one more question to you. What is the value of sine 45? Again counting the value numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this time you are late. Sine 45 asked. 1 by root 2. Okay, very good. Sine 30. Shall I believe that your book is closed? Shall I believe? 1 by? Shall I believe that your book is closed? Don't keep it open. So a few values are very good. Few values are very important which you need to memorize. Sine 45, sine table and then tan table. They are very important. Okay. So learn that, and if you know that trick how to find out the table, so follow that. Sometimes there may be confusion. If you solve many questions, means obviously we will be learning out with all those formulas. There will not be any issue. Okay, I'll be sending this exercise questions to you. So once you solve, and in tomorrow's session, which chapter you want me to start? So I'll collect few questions related to that, important questions. Say it fast. Which chapter you want me to explain tomorrow? Okay, Vivek, you was asking about physics, electricity. Do you want me to repeat that? Okay, I'll ask few questions from bio also, huh? Whether you are clear with that or not. Pepsin digests which food component? Say it fast. Pepsin digests which food component? Triangles. Okay. Protein. Very good. And then What is the function of HCl? Function of HCl? HCl has got two functions. One is it kills the germs present in the food, and next makes the medium acidic for the function of pepsin. Okay. It provides acidic medium for the action of pepsin. Very good. Okay, for tomorrow, Vivek, Arnab is saying to take triangles. Okay, so I'll be taking triangles tomorrow. Triangles, you'll be getting most of the questions from textbook only. So tomorrow we'll follow NCERT. Meanwhile, Arnab, if you have any extra questions, you can send it. So we'll discuss that. Okay, now I'll be winding my class. Thank you for attending, and Happy New Year to all. So make this year to be a memorizing year by having a good score. So these scores are very important for your future. So they will provide the further opening of all the paths, whatever the dreams you have to fulfill that. These scores are very important. So this few days which you are having, they are very precious. Don't waste them. Learn well. Have a nutritious food. Sleep well, at least for 7 to 8 hours. It's very important. Okay, unless you sleep and take rest, your mind will not work. To get the energy for mind along with nutritious food, rest is also important. Don't have late nights. At most by 11:30 or 11, have the sleep and complete 7 hours sleep throughout the day you are having. Prepare well and make this year to be very bright. Once again, Happy New Year. Okay, winding the class. Thank you for attending. Bye.